diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm not here today with a whip and chat, even though it looks like it. Well, I guess it's sort of a whip and chat. Mostly I'm just going to be working on this one so I can be working on something and you have something to look at while I talk to you guys about my April goals update, because April is over, or at least it will be when you see this. So I have gone through and figured out where I'm at with all my goals. It's not looking good, guys. I'm going to zoom into where I'm going to be working and I will be right back. All right, I've got my timer started and I have my notes here ready to go. It does sound like a whip and chat, but it isn't, I promise. Okay, April goals update. How did I do in April, you guys? Not good. For the month of April, my first goal is always my diamond painting hours, as you know. For the month of April, I have a whopping 26 hours and 3 minutes. That's it. That's pretty sad considering I'm supposed to be trying to get 80 some hours a month. So I'm not super happy with myself right now because that's not going to get me to my goals, not even close. Even though I know I have had a lot of stuff going on and I'm trying to give myself some grace, some of it is just I need to be more disciplined about. If that means I need to get up and do some diamond painting before the rest of my day starts, then that's what I need to do, because 26 hours a month is not going to cut it for what I want to get done. And again, these are just my own specific goals. It's not like anything is going to happen if I don't finish what I want to do, but I do get frustrated with myself if I can't finish what I have set out to do. If you are someone who doesn't like to set goals, that's perfectly fine. I know they are very intimidating or just very stress-inducing for some people. I just find I do better if I actually can keep myself on track better. Like if I'm just doing this for enjoyment, then maybe it's a little bit different. This, I do the goals. One, it's content, and two, I just find for myself it's a little bit easier, like I said, to keep myself on track. 26 hours and 3 minutes, if I add that to my previous total for the year, which is 155 hours and 20 minutes, that means I'm currently sitting at 181 hours and 23 minutes. And again, considering that I'm supposed to be doing 80 some hours a month, and we're now going to be into the 5th month of the year, yeah, I'm behind. I don't know if I will be able to get caught up, if I'm already now at such a deficit that it's going to be nearly impossible for me to make up. I'm not going to worry about it too much. These are just goals that I set for myself, and like I said, it's not the end of the world if I don't meet them, but I'm still going to try, and we'll see how I do. If I don't make it, I don't make it. So my second goal is number of finishes. What did I finish? As you might imagine, with only 26 hours counted, I only finished one thing. So one thing for the month of April, and really I only finished that because I sat down over the last couple of days and just diamond painted like a fiend to get it finished because I wanted to get it finished. You guys will see it shortly, but I did finish one thing. So if I add that to my previous total of 8, that means I'm now sitting at 9 finishes. My goal is 36, 3 a month, so I'm 3 behind. I should be at 12 and I'm only at 9. So we'll see if I can make up any headway in May. I don't know if I will or not. Okay, so that was number of finishes. Canadian companies. My goal was to buy from more Canadian companies. For this month, the month of April, I bought 0 things. So I didn't really purchase anything. I have a couple of places that I want to buy from. I just haven't done it yet. And I know we've had a lot of things going on, but I need to stay on top of things better. I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I haven't kept on top of my goals better than I have. But all I can do is try to go better going forward, right? Okay, so I'm at no Canadian companies and I purchased from 3 of them previously, so I'm still sitting at 3. The next diamond painting goal is my budget, and this year I'm keeping it in Canadian dollars since we're in Canada. My budget is actually looking pretty good because for several months I didn't purchase anything. I didn't really purchase a whole lot this month. In fact, the only thing I bought, I keep saying this month, April. The only thing I bought in April was the vacuum diamond painting pen. Lots of you had lots of thoughts about it, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I actually ended up, well, I was going to return it. They ended up just telling me to keep it, so I have a vacuum pen I'm never going to use probably, but whatever. So I spent $42.99 Canadian on the pen, which is roughly $31.12 USD. So if I add the $42.99 that I spent in April to my previous total for the year, which was $202.42, that means I've spent for 2025 $245.41. So that means I have $1554.59 of my budget remaining. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about that. I just honestly haven't seen a ton of things that I wanted to buy recently. And since I'm trying to work down the numbers in my stash, I don't want to purchase a bunch of kits or anything. I've been looking at some other accessories and I have my eye on a couple of things. So if I end up purchasing those, you guys will see those eventually at some point. But for now, I'm probably not going to be buying any more kits, at least until I get my stash down to a more manageable level for me. My husband keeps telling me not to worry about it. What difference does it make? And in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really. I mean, I literally could just leave them sit on my shelf. It's not like they're going to go bad or expire or anything. But I just feel like I have too many that I'm not ever going to get to. I would rather move them out and make space for something that I am going to get to. Given how my diamond painting has slowed down recently, that makes even more sense to me. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So my fifth goal is getting my 4 Spanglers done. I have 4 Spanglers left in my stash. So one of my goals this year is to do 1 a quarter. So for the first quarter, I did the Literate Dragon one. Or this quarter, you guys have seen me unbox and kit up the Afternoon Tea one. So that's the one I'm going to be working on for this quarter. And I now only have 2 months left to get it done, so I got to get busy, which is why I kitted it up. I want to finish this one and maybe the snowman one that I already have kitted up before I start working on the Spangler, but I may do like I've been doing with my 2 other current whips and just keeping one upstairs and one downstairs. Or I may open something else entirely, who knows. But for April, I didn't get anything done because I haven't started working on that one yet. So I'm not behind on that goal necessarily, but I will be if I don't get busy. So for Spanglers done for 2025, I've just done the 1. And then I'll do Afternoon Tea, and then I'll just have 2 left. All right, the next diamond painting goal is to slash my stash. Like I said, I'm just trying to get it down to a more manageable level for me. Just because I'm looking at some of these, like I said, and going, am I ever going to do this one? Which is why I decided to resurrect my Stay or Go video series from last year, because I do have some that, while I do like the images, there are just various reasons that I don't know if I'll ever get to the kit. And again, I could do like my husband said and just leave it sit there, do all the ones that I want to do first, and then start working through the other ones. But there are constantly new ones coming out. And one of the considerations for me is that some of the ones that I've had for a while, like the Afternoon Tea is currently my oldest diamond painting kit in my stash. But the ones that have been sitting there for a while are older kits, obviously, which means the drills could be gappy, could be before they made some improvements. The drills themselves might be kind of trashy because they're older kits. And last year I did one of my goals was to do my 5 oldest kits, which I did, but a couple of them were older kits and the drills were trashy and kind of gappy, and especially if they were squares. Several of mine are older squares and they're very large. So I just don't know if I want to invest all that time into something that I'm not going to get that much enjoyment out of. I mean, I'll enjoy it because it's diamond painting, but okay. So slashing my stash, I only finished 1 thing. So my stash is -1 for the month of April, which is good. And I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any kits for the month of April, which is also good. So if I add my -1 to my 2025 running total, which is -7, I'm now at -8 to my stash, which is pretty good, I think. I'd like to have more done, but it is what it is. I can start concentrating and doing more and making myself get up early and work on some things, then I'll be in a better position for some of these goals. But -8 is -8. I'll take that. And then my last goal is my Stay or Go kits, which were from last year. So I'll probably be adding in the ones from this year, but for right now, it's just the ones from last year. So I did 10 different kits in that video series last year. I think I had 3 or 4 that I had already given away to people for ones that I knew I just wasn't going to ever get to. Those ones you buy because you see it and initially you're like, oh my gosh, that's so great. And then after it sits in your stash for a while, you're like, nah, I don't know if I'm going to get to that one. But the ones I did keep, my goal is to finish, I think, 3 of those. And I did finish one of them. So you'll be seeing that when I do the post-completion review of it. So my previous total of 0 for 2025, because I hadn't done any of them previously, I add my 1 from April to that, and that is now sitting at 1. So I did make progress on that goal. So to be fair, I made progress on pretty much every goal except for buying from Canadian companies and getting a Spangler done, which technically I'm not behind on, so I only missed one because I did add things to everything. I did have some diamond painting hours, even if it wasn't what I wanted. I did finish one thing, even if I wished it was more. I did spend a little bit on my budget, so that's good. I did take one out of my stash, and I did complete one Stay or Go kit, so not terrible. Not the best, but not terrible. So I think that's it, guys. That's my diamond painting goals. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Did you set any goals for yourself for April? Do you just set them for like a year's worth of stuff so that you're not pressured every month? Again, if you don't set any goals, you can let me know that too. I totally understand. Like I said, some of this is about me having content. Some of this is about me just trying to keep myself honest and having you guys kind of keep me honest as well, because I have to report in every month how I'm doing so I can figure out what I need to change, what I need to do differently, what I need to keep doing, all that good stuff. So yeah, leave me a comment down below. All right, so I made a little bit of progress, not a ton, but this is not a super long video, so that's okay. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.